Ronella Croes, CEO, Aruba Tourism Authority.
Thanks so much for giving Break and Travel News some time here at Caribbean Marketplace.
Of course.
First of all, a little bit of an Aruba update.
Well, Aruba is seeing up to April this year an increase of 3% in tourism arrivals. We're seeing also ADR, so average daily rates up by 11%. So that's a signal that income-wise also, income generated through tourism is also trending well, basically. And last year we exceeded all of the targets, so no need to focus on that. But we're continuing to see that trend up to April. First and foremost, what is important about a CHTA conference is not to look back, but most importantly to reflect on what is to follow. And I think pacing-wise overall, based on now having had one day of meetings and what we are seeing so far for day two, basically Aruba is holding up. So business is stable. And we projected that for the year actually. We projected a stable North America, a stable US market. And that is what we're seeing basically in the midst of everything that might create uncertainty. So we realize and we acknowledge that there is softness here and there for the Caribbean as a region. However, there are many opportunities, and in the case of Aruba, even though I say a stable US, a stable North America, we're seeing tremendous growth out of Latin America. So that continues to be a trend and a strategy for Aruba. And of course, we continue to focus on Europe as well, and not to forget Canada, which is also showing an increase up to April this year.
Fantastic. What trends are you seeing in the market?
Well, I think people are a bit more cautious, though, in general. However, the desire to travel remains there. And in the case of Aruba, of course, as is known, we have a different positioning in the Caribbean. So ADRs are a bit higher than other destinations. Perhaps the cost of a vacation is higher in comparison to others. Our product portfolio in terms of accommodations is a mix, so it's not heavily dominated by all-inclusive properties. And the new properties that were just introduced include St. Regis, include Joya, so a pretty up there type of property, and Secrets is opening in June. So we continue to try to have a balanced portfolio of accommodations. But we see that there is demand for that. So the demand continues to be strong for this type of product. We see also that the demand continues to be strong for vacations where one can just venture into wellness, relaxation, but also the culinary scene is something we're focusing on. We introduced a new event last year, October. We call it Auténtico. And this year we will be featuring the second edition of Auténtico. And Aruba continues to be strong in the areas of family and romance. So, and beach vacation overall. So there is that demand. These are the trends. So I think Caribbean continues to show that we do have those aspects to offer to visitors that also allow us to be perhaps more resilient as a region in comparison to others, especially considering the fact that tourism is the bread and butter for the region, basically, especially for Aruba, for sure.
Ronella, thank you so much for your time today. What a great
Thank
update.
You.